Don't start without me. Don't start without me. I had to run downstairs. I'm wearing my Lawrence Taylor jersey today. So I got LT on. I had to run downstairs. I had a lot. I had a lot going on today because Happy Gilmore was on. I couldn't, you're at the end, so I had to watch Happy Gilmore for a minute. What's going on, New York Giants fans? What, is there anything? Tim, you didn't hit the go live button. I hit the live button. Am I not live? Am I live? Am I live? Can everyone see me? You see me? Oh, wait. Kick that off. Another tag. Another tag on my jersey. I did hit the go live button, Zach. I must hit the go live button because I'm seeing people. Yeah, G-Man. Frank, did you go to the game? What we did what we were supposed to do. Yeah, we beat a bad team. It's all good. I said it. I predicted it 24-21. I was off by a point. And I didn't think I knew the Carolina Panthers were bad. You had a feeling that because over the last 3 games, they had given up a average of 30 points. Without Christian McCaffrey, you figured things were going to kind of go downhill because he is the focal point of the offense. Sam Darnold reverted back to Sam Darnold of Jets days of yore. But, I mean, it's reality. We were 5-3. We hit a homer in the 4th to go ahead. We were 18-3 before the touchdown. I mean, we had the 1 touchdown, which put the score at 18-3, and we only got the other touchdown because of the fact that they went for it on 4th and 16, like on their own 23. It's not a blowout. I love it because I did something I would say that I never would do. I went on Twitter and I typed in Giant game, and I see all these things like Giants with the blowout. It wasn't a blowout. It was 18-3 until they went for it on 4th and 16. Okay, enough of this BS. Let's get back to reality. Oh, reality's going to go really soon. Don't worry. Did you see what Tampa did? And I'm going to tell you right now, that Monday night in Kansas City, I don't know what's going on with Mahomes. He's probably going to play. He cleared concussion protocol during the game. It's going to be a get right game. I'm telling you that right now. Totally really impressed me with DJ. He had 1 touchdown, 200 yards, 2-5 with the scene. Sounds like success. Stop being so negative. Oh, I love it because of the fact that I was told that your video is so negative today. And, you should have just waited a little bit before you did this video because even though everything you said is true, it's so negative. Oh, my God. What's wrong with people? I just spoke the truth. It's not like we had this win that was such a blowout win. Your quarterback throws for over 30 times, and he only throws for 200 yards. To me, he is a Hall of Fame quarterback, and greatest quarterback that the Giants have ever had. Sarcasm. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It feels weird to win. Yeah, I can't wait till Joe Judge, because Joe Judge kind of has the Pat Shurmur smugness about him when he wins. He doesn't win very often, but he's kind of got that. So I'm kind of curious to see what the press conference has. I was told Daniel Jones carried the team with his 1 touchdown. Really? Who told you that? What a fucking idiot. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry again. Who told you that? Oh, my God. You had me in the first half. It's funny. Someone almost won the jersey with Daniel Jones catching a pass, but it was Dante Pettis. Gary Pettis, I think is Gary Pettis with the Braves. I know he's his dad. I know he used to be a former. He was an Angel, but I think he's like the third base coach or something for the Braves now. The Panthers, I thought, were going to the playoffs based on a 3-0 start, but God, they've been awful. They've been awful. They've been terrible. Their offensive line is worse than the Giants, and you take Christian McCaffrey out of the mix, and then you mix in Sam Darnold. I mean, it was an implosion. It was an implosion. And it's good to get a win. Do not get me wrong. It is good to get a win. But let's base this shit in reality. Please. Let's just be realistic as fans. I'm not going to sit there and tell you 2-5. We're going to take. Oh, I saw one thing on Twitter that killed me. 2-5. We're going to the wild card game. Okay. Okay. And it's a blowout win, man. It was a blowout win. Hey, Mike Lee. Let's see here. Hey, my daughter and I went. God, the mezzanine section is a pretty cool place. I don't know. Oh, I've been to the mezzanine club. I like the mezzanine club. If you go to the middle stand where the couches are, they got great nachos there. They got good nachos. I love the mezz club, man. That's what my favorite. I mean, I sit in the coaches club, but the mezz club is like my next favorite place to go to. They used to have a sushi bar long time ago, and the mezz club opened up. They had a sushi bar and they had a cigar bar. This was when the stadium first opened up, all the way in the back in the corner. It's 5-3 at halftime, actually. That's what I said. We took the lead on a 3-run homer in the fourth inning. Just a bit outside, tried the corner and missed. You knew it, Mike Lee. I knew it. I called it. I said we were going to win this game. And I said everyone was going to explode in the Twitter sphere. It was just going to happen. I said it. I called it. I could tell these things. I mean, it's just that, people are just so desperate for a win. They are literally want to just grasp everything and anything they can. But I knew it. As soon as the game was over, I heard it. I looked outside and I go, oh, that was Twitter. That's what just happened. What do we got here? People are excited because they beat Sam Darnold, who was benched for PJ Walker of Temple, who was an XFL star for 5 weeks. Do it next week, Kansas City versus the Raiders, and we both have good quarterback. A good quarterback would have torn us up again. If you would have watched some of the guys, first of all, the drops. Oh my God, I thought we dropped a lot of passes. The drops that someone asked me the other day, so why do you fidget so much? Because I am sitting on a fold-up chair because I don't have a chair yet. I thought we had the drops. I thought we had the oopsies. Oh my dear Lord, the drops. The drops for the Panthers were just terrible. I hate to be the guy, but this wasn't going to change anything. Two horrible teams play each other, 5-3 at halftime. Geez, so hard. You know, Logic's finest. You're not a horrible guy. I'm a horrible guy. Why? Because I said the same thing. This is a garbage win. This is what I said on my thing. This is a toilet bowl. This was the toilet bowl. You heard of the Rose Bowl? You heard of the Orange Bowl? We played in the toilet bowl. Thank God someone cleaned the toilet bowl before they flushed it. It was just a bad win. Tim on Twitter and idiots running the ball in 4th and 1 is a bad call. It was just, oh my God. Hey, Jeffrey, stupid media hype up fans for no reason. I think the fans hype up themselves, Jeffrey. And I do think it's the fact that some of the fans lack the football knowledge or acclimate to understand the game and to see that. And okay, let's go to the sacks. 2 of the sacks were trip sacks. The last one for Ojulari, it was a trip sack. He just swiped at his leg and the guy fell down. Dexter Lawrence was a trip sack. Same thing. And oh my God, Leonard Williams doing this after he got a sack. Fuck you, Leonard Williams. Shut up. Tired of you. So sick of Leonard Williams. Oh my God, I'm sorry. God, I hate this whole line. Oh, our whole line is terrible. But I did say it, and I said it in all my videos. If you can run the ball rolling pocket, roll it to the left, roll it to the right. And that's exactly what they did. And it wasn't that difficult to figure out because it also it cuts Daniel Jones' field in half. You give him a short pass, an intermediate pass, and a deep pass. He had some bad deep balls today, man. He had some bad deep balls. What else we got here? What if Mahomes doesn't play next week? I'm still picking us to win against Andy Reid. Hey, we're not going to win. And Mahomes is going to play. He cleared concussion protocol during the game. Jones didn't break 150 until the 4th quarter. He played like a game manager, but that's all we need to win. Yeah, but the problem is you can't win that way into the playoffs. Now with our defense. There were no turnarounds or improvements. You know what? Excellent point. It's the same bad team. There was no different. We just played another bad team. Thank God I stayed off YouTube. I'm not gonna lie. Jeffrey, that was all facts. I'm not gonna lie, because I was gonna go on YouTube and I was gonna go to the search thing and I was gonna type in NY Giants and then I was gonna filter it for like an hour. because I just wanted to see the title. I wanted to see the thumbnails, but I was like, I'm not going to do that. He is. If you want a game manager, he's probably what Sam Darnold should be. If you want a game manager, he's a fine quarterback. A team with no quarterback like impresses people. Still no franchise. You throw for over 30 times for only barely crack 200 yards. There's a problem. Why are you always so negative? You're never satisfied with anything. That's called life. It's not called being negative. It's called being honest. You know what this is called? I don't like you. Boom, you're blocked. Boom, you're banned. I like banning people. It's fun. I have the power. I am He-Man. I have the power. What is Tim on Twitter? Tim on Twitter, I saw people run. Oh, yeah, I saw that one. People are 200 idiots. Hopefully win Monday night, but I think Mahomes is going to blow us out. In Kansas City, Monday night, Mahomes is going to play. We're not going to watch God. Nope, we're not going to win. People hyping this win like the Eagles beat the same team. Euphoria will wear off after the week. See homers taking stupid. Yeah, you know what? It's fine. They should go run laps again. They should go do that again. He's banned. I like banning people. I really do like banning people. I love when people, I still love it because I got people that go to me, you really shouldn't ban people or talk down to people because you shouldn't do that. Well, if you're stupid, you get banned. DJ had more rushing yards than Barkley. That's a problem. That is a problem. You're not wrong. That is a problem. I knew you would like that, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, you're one of my favorite commenters. I have a lot of favorite commenters, but I love your Daniel Jones comments. We're 2-5, and our starting quarterback has 5 touchdowns and 4 interceptions and 8 footballs. Why do you think we're so negative? I don't think that's negative. Those are great numbers. It's not like we've already played 7 games. So in 7 games, he's got 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 8 fumbles. So, hey, listen, that sounds like what you're going. 300 attempts to be 500 pass yards. I don't lower my standards because I'm a dire Giants fan. Jalen Jones is a game manager best. You know what? That's an excellent point. Back in the day, you throw the ball over 300 times, you were throwing for over 300 yards. Daniel Jones averages like anywhere between like 4.2 to 6.2 yards per attempt, which is extremely low. Yo. Daniel throws the yo. Who threw? Oh, that was Dante Pettis. Dante Pettis. Hey, my friend, little number. What's going on? Would you rather have Jones or Hurts? Didn't you ask me that question once before? I would honestly, how you doing, my friend? How's school going? I would honestly rather have neither. I mean, but if I had a choice, I would probably still stick with Daniel Jones. Do you still think I think Gettleman will be gone at the end of the year because I think this is a blip on the radar, and I've said this before. I think we won today because we won today. I mean, it's not like we went out and beat Tampa Bay. Listen, I will tell you this: we beat Kansas City, we beat Oakland, not Oakland. We beat Las Vegas. Then it's going to get interesting. Then you're sitting there at 4-5. And you have a couple buzzsaw games, but then you have winnable games after that. But if you beat those teams, then it's something to talk about. You beat the Panthers, it's like it's like LSU beating up on Sister Mary of the Poor. Trust me, I'm not comparing. I still think LSU could beat Alabama could beat the Giants. You definitely call this win, but we're gonna. And I said we're gonna win this weekend, and we're gonna drop like 4 in a row. I did say it. Yep, it was Dante. It was Dante Pettis. Dante Pettis. Tim, do you think Adore needs to be closer to halftime? Yeah, he actually played closer. You did predict David Sills, man. You almost won. I am still debating whether I should call you the winner. I'm still debating that. I'm having an internal debate right now on that. I'll ask Baby Saquon later. Should we move DJ to wide receiver? Sure, why not? Did Getty save his job with this win? Yeah, okay. No, he did not save his job. It's still going to go bad from here. Tim, that's me, is 4 of 4 with this game's previews. And yet, Oh yeah, he has the NFL script on his table. Yeah, you know what? I am 4 for 4 this week. I have to admit that I am 4 for 4. I've nailed the last couple of weeks, man. I really have. And it's not like it's a difficult, you know what's funny? People always go to me because and I'm not saying I'm a genius or anything, but people are like, how do you always understand what the game? They was like, anytime you say something the Giants are going to do, they do it. How do you know that? Because it's basic football. It's you have a poor offensive line, you roll the pocket. If you can't run the game, you roll the pocket to the left, you roll the pocket to the right, especially if you don't trust your line. And like I said, ground and pound, it didn't work. Just roll it out. It wasn't that big of a deal. Thoughts on next week game? If Mahomes is out, Nikki, we have a shot. If Mahomes is in, we do not have a shot. It's going to be difficult enough to play in Kansas City. You got Spagnuolo. They got some defensive issues over in there, Kansas City. But I said this before. I have a feeling this is going to be a get-right game for Kansas City. Mahomes cleared concussion protocol during the game. So I don't see him. I don't even think he will be in concussion protocol now. Sterling Shepard was a wireless side. Yeah, I didn't understand that. I did not understand that. He looked like he was crazy. He looked like he was crazy. Johnny celebrating 2-5. Celebrate good times. Come on. We're 2-5. I know those don't sir too. What's up, baby mama? Oh, and him and his hammy. Pettis at number 8 have some connection with him and Slayton. Don't know what happened with Slayton and number 8. Thought he was something. I thought, you know what? That's actually a good point. You thought his rookie year, Slayton, there was something there. And I don't know what happened with that. I know the league adjusted to Slayton because Slayton was basically just a guy running a fly route. It's not like his Sterling Shepard runs good routes. Slayton relies on talent. And I've said it before, like Roy Hobbs' father told Roy Hobbs that, Roy, talent ain't enough. You got to go out there and you got to work for it. He's Mitchell Trubisky light, who is Dan Jones. Difference is the Bears fans didn't want him to play day one and support in trash, and unlike our franchise quarterback. Well, the only problem is Mitchell Trubisky is a lot of people batch Mitchell, but he did go to the playoffs a couple times. He did go to the playoffs a couple times, didn't he? Celebrate good time. Come on. Made it closer against the Rams. Yeah, they did, which was kind of sad. Now I have to hear Daniel Jones is having a Pro Bowl game for the whole week until he gets smacked by the Chiefs. John, just don't go on Twitter. Don't go on YouTube. Just when you see alerts for my videos, then go on because you're not going to hear that from me. I'm doing good. How about you? But when do you think our next win will be since you can predict when we can? I can't predict it. I've just gotten lucky. I've gotten lucky with those wins. I don't think our next win is going to be for at least 4 weeks. 4 weeks. Yes, beat a team with a quality quarterback. You know what? Exactly. You beat a team with a good quarterback. You beat a team that cannot good average to bad quarterbacks do not pick apart our secondary. They do not find the holes in our zone. Good quarterbacks always find the holes in our zone. Hard truths. Daniel Jones isn't the quarterback we need. Saquon was the wrong pick. Everyone can't stay healthy and can't catch. Shepard is about average. James Pepper, yeah. Bradbury had the interception today. Peppers, yeah. Peppers has regressed over the last 2 from his first 2 seasons. I would say Shepard is above average. And yeah, you can't say anything about that. Evan Ingram can't catch the ball. Why do you think we can't run the ball with physicality? Pass blocking is decent. That's interesting, Jerry, because of the fact that running the ball is a hell of a lot easier than pass protecting because you are teeing off, you are attacking, you are going forward, you are gaining momentum, you are getting a push. Pass blocking, the first thing you do when you come off the line, you're going backwards and you're motoring backwards. So it is interesting that we are a decent pass blocking team, but we do lack the physicality up front against the run that we have for the last couple of years. And you would think with someone like Will Hernandez, who people are beaming over, that we would have a couple road pavers up there, but we don't, especially without Andrew Thomas. So I cannot answer the question where we lost the physicality of that because I really don't know. I mean, that is a great question. I mean, it's it should be easier for us. It should be easier us to bowl or throw him. The Magic are beating the Knicks 101-94 with 2 minutes left. We have to keep an eye on that. We just smoked them the other day. But you know, it's still early in the season. We'll be fine. Knicks will be fine. O-line and D-line are both hard, except for one guy. You know what? And I don't know. DJ is a certified baller. Let's go, stud. He's a baller. Whoa. Shot caller. 21-inch rims on the Impala. I don't want the Giants to win those games. We need high draft picks because the team we traded with is also trying to make the playoffs, so we might end up with no. The Bears got smoked. I was watching part of that game, man. The Bears got killed. But you're right. What do we got here? Nah. Won't be legit too. Nah, it wouldn't be legit. I know. You know what? I was thinking about it though, Mark. I was thinking about, but you know what? I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's called manning up. I appreciate that. That's called not taking the easy road, Mark. I should just still give you the jersey just for that. Hey, Joseph, how are you? Love to see from our front. Love to see this from our franchise quarterback. Yeah, franchise quarterback. Phil Simms come out of retirement. You are getting close, man. We still haven't had a winner on the score, man. No one predicted 25-3. No one predicted that. Mara's he's probably relaxing now, but the problem is he shouldn't relax. The hardest truth of all, the Giants literally need a complete manpower turnover at everything starting to left tackle. Hard truth. But the evidence is on the field, week in and week out, bad. It's, you know what? It's the lack of talent. It really is, but that's fine. We got to win. If the Giants win the next 3 weeks, what happens? If they win the next 3 weeks, then you're hopefully building momentum. You guys are coming back from injury. You are now 5-5, and you have a fairly easier part of the schedule coming up, except for the Dallas game. So you never know. I'm not sitting. I saw something on Twitter. People were like, wild card. I think you're 2-5. We're 2-5. I'm sitting there befuddled by that. I mean, you are literally 2-5.
Doesn't anyone notice this? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Will Ferrell, I think I am taking crazy pills. We are 2-5. If the Giants win through, I already did that one. Let me see here. DJ never rolls out left, always right. Last time he rolled out right, he had a concussion. You know what? That's actually not a bad. I did notice that. They were rolling out. They did roll out left a couple times. You kind of hope it's not a Rick Meyer thing, who the league figured out Rick Meyer couldn't throw to the left. Let's see here. Shep knew it. It was his last win as a Giant. Maybe he was excited. So Spags, all defense. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. I am curious to see what goes on with Spags there, man. Azeez Ojulari. He had a good game, Azeez. He had the trip sack. It was a garbage win. I'm not trying to be mean. It was a garbage win. This was the false hope bowl. Yes, it was the false hope bowl, but that's okay. False hope sometimes is better than non-hope. Nikki, can you give us an updated score record prediction? How many wins do you have us making? Nikki, I'm going to tell you this right now. I see 5 wins in this team's future. It's not something that we're going to I see 5 wins. I really do. I don't see it beyond that. This team has a whole different type of energy. I think they will carry over the rest of the season. They started believing in each other again. Eddie, I'd love to think that. But they also played a really bad team. So that also helped. And we played this really bad team. And at one point, the score was 5-3. And to the point where Joe Judge was complaining about the intentional grounding on Daniel Jones, Matt Rule could have said the same thing because he had a wide receiver 7 yards further down the middle of the field. He could just say that he just didn't throw the ball. So, pass protection requires technique and forward. Andrew Thomas seems to be the only guy. Yeah, it does. That's why I said I find it perplexing that we don't know how to drive block. It is perplexing. Can't do much. Did you see OBJ catch DJ on the trick play? Yeah, that's great. It's a trick play. It's a trick play. Andy, do you think Giants are going to beat Kate? No, if Mahomes plays, no. If Mahomes is fine, no, I think we're going to get smoked. I think it's going to I think it will be a get right game. Like I called this game the false hope game a while back, like 3 days ago. But it's going to be a get right game for Kansas City. Yeah, I saw his one-handed grab, very nice, but still not a franchise quarterback. Yes, see, the problem with the franchise quarterback is he shouldn't be out there catching the ball. What's going on with the Knicks here? 102.96 for the Knicks with 57 seconds left. Oh my God, that's not good. Come on, Knicks. Got to beat the Magic. What are the chances the Giants hang on DJ next year? It depends on how he plays. If you don't think he's a quarterback, I'd personally trade him because you're going to be on the hook for $22 million the next season in year 5. DJ is coming along. It would be worse if he couldn't run. Agree with you on everything else. You know what? You could think that, but I just don't see it. I've been watching giant quarterbacks. Going back to Craig Morton. I tell the story about how my grandmother gave me a Craig Morton jersey for Christmas and I cried. That's how bad Craig Morton was. What's going on, my friend? Tim, do you think the Giants will stick with Daniel Jones next season? If you think he's your franchise quarterback, he's got to put up some better numbers. If you think he's your franchise quarterback, yeah, you're going to stick with him. Because year 5, if you don't, you got to dump him because you can't get locked into that year 5. What's up, Mike? Next week, our Pro Bowl quarterback will be a deer in headlights. Spags, man, Spags can dial it up. He can figure it out. I mean, I'm not too worried about Spags right now. I was more shocked that both Darnold the bum number right didn't have any turn. I was actually, what's his name? Darnold did have the interception. That was a bad interception too. He never threw. He threw the ball with 5 guys around. What's his name? The receiver. Do you like any defensive lineman coming out of this draft? There's a couple, but I'm like I said, I'm not gonna worry about this draft just yet because we got to get through the 2 and 5. We have to get through the 2 and 5 before we start worrying about the draft. But yeah, there's a couple guys in the draft. I was a big Gregory Rousseau fan. I think everyone knows that I am a big Gregory Rousseau fan, and I loved it when Giants were like, "Well, he's not athletic enough." Did anyone see that interception he had against Patrick Mahomes? Was I the only one that saw that? Because I think I wasn't the only one that saw that. I think he's got 2.5 sacks. He's got some tackles for losses. I mean, it's, but yeah, I mean, I'm not going to worry about next year's draft till next year. I'm looking at here. Indianapolis has got the ball. They're up, they're down 12-7. See what's going on with the Knicks. The Knicks are still getting, I don't know what's going on with the Knicks. The Knicks are still down 102-96. Oh, the Knicks fans. All right, here we go. My earlier comment was short, but bad coaching, no talent is what the team is. I still say 2 and 15 this thing. I'm not going 2 and 15. I am going to go. They're going to at least win 5. Grab your scotch. It's Christmas miracle. The Giants win. Oh my God. That was good. Who put those? Who put these lights up? It's hot in here. Team that put up 30 points. They averaged 30 points. They've given up 30 points in the last 3 weeks. Those saying wild card are playing Uno. I just learned how to play Uno. Last week with my son. That was pretty fun. Still done with coaching stuff, period. Yep, I agree. What do we got here? It's not a question of whether Tampa wins against the Giants on Monday Night Football by how much. I'm taking 55. I'm saying 55. We should look at Derek King at quarterback out of Miami. He's going to have so much potential. I hope we still sell at the deadline just to restart. You know what? I think we should get rid of the expiring contracts and try to get something for it, especially since the fact that we are not going to get those guys back because of the cap situation. I don't trust this coach. It's actually funny. Someone else told me that today. They don't trust Joe Judge. The media says Patrick Graham should replace Graham as DC. Oh my God. People are nuts. I still say I'm still at 6. I'm still at 5 wins. I'm calling 5 wins. What do we got here? Mara's already making excuses not to fire. He's already making excuses. I didn't see the press conference yet. I was watching the other games. Let's see here. Yeah, I was happy with Gettleman drafting Hernandez. So let me bring to dig time. Mike's kind of a brother. I'll have to be honest with you. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know what happened with Hernandez. I really don't. He had all that promise, and he just kind of never really fulfilled it. I mean, KC is going to come out slinging, and I'm telling you, John, that it's going to be a get right game. It's going to be a get right game. Do you think? No, I don't think a quarter. I don't. Again, one game. Oh my God! And he 200 yards with over 30 yards passing. No, I don't think he's a franchise quarterback. Sorry, I can't. Franchise quarterback catching the ball. He was a franchise quarterback. He is the best quarterback I've seen. No, actually, Nick Foles was. Nick Foles was just juking and jiving. He made that catch in the end zone in the Super Bowl, not against the Panthers. If the Giants want to look like the Vikings every year, I think we should extend Jones and put a great team around him like Cousins. If you want to win a Super Bowl, you move on. I don't disagree. Did we run the ball to Daniel Jones because no one else could catch? Maybe that is the why we ran the ball. Neither. I'm skipping neither. Going neither. Do you think the Giants take an edge or with one of the first round picks and draft an O-line or something different? Maybe a running back. Yeah, that's what we should do. We should take a running back like second overall. Oh my goodness gracious. Do I see an Ariana Grande comment already? That would be funny if we did take a running back. DJ is playing well enough to give the Giants false hope, and he won't draft Malik Willis. Sorry, Tim, Malik Willis. We are going to get Malik Willis. I got to see what's wrong with Malik's foot, though. I predicted our final record. You have 17 games. So you have to add in at least one. You got to add at least one more game, my friend John. You got to add in one more game. Ariana Grande will be our defense, and yes, and she was on Nickelodeon. She was on Nickelodeon. All right, here we go. Why do you think we should draft Malik Willis? Okay, let's see. Said this a million times, but I will say it again. He plays above his talent level. He is what the NFL has progressed to in reference to being a quarterback. You need to have mobility. You need to be able to create in space. And I always say that, like I said, you need a quarterback that's like a point guard who can create his own shot. Daniel Jones is not that guy. Daniel Jones does not have any magic in the pocket. Even Mark Schlereth pointed out again today, most of Daniel Jones' runs are design runs. You need a player like a Kyler Murray, a Josh Allen, a Lamar Jackson. You need a guy that can move around the pocket, be fluid. If you have a bad offensive line, when you roll him out, you still want to have the ability to have him be able to throw deep or be able to, run with the ball. Daniel Jones can't do that. 8 and 9, and the excuses keep the nightmare going. Nobody was the winner. Nobody picked it. Nobody picked 25-3, and no one picked one target and one drop. I'm going to have to just give this shit away. I really am going to have to just start giving stuff away. Giants got their game right. Chiefs got it's going to be a get right game, man. It's Malik Willis. Nobody won, Robert. Nobody won. We almost had Mark Ryan almost captured the obscure stat when he said that David Sills was going to throw a pass to Daniel Jones. Leonard Williams is making top money next season, and so is Daniel Jones. Let's sink in. Saquon Barkley is making money and can't stay healthy. You're right. They're all going to be in the top 10 of their positions probably next year. What's that button do? I'm not leaving. Well, that's I was going to do the sarcasm button, but evidently that is the Jordan Belfort button with I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. Oh, my God. Oh, let's see here. No, I can't find the button. Sorry. Can't find the damn button. Maybe it's the blocking scheme or a will. And you know what? I don't think it is. I just think the fact that he's just not as good as we thought he was going to be. Jones has a great skill set. He's better than Sims. Look at his numbers. He's better than Phil Sims, who threw for over 33,000 yards, 199 touchdowns, and took us to the 86 Super Bowl, and it was taking us to the 90 Super Bowl, and is the first Giant quarterback to throw for over 4,000 yards. What are you smoking, Tony? You're supposed to pass the Deutsche to the left-hand side because you're smoking something, my friend. 200 yards at one touch is not a franchise quarterback. I agree. I agree. Right. Nick Foles isn't a starter who won a Super Bowl. He should be number 8. If Nick Foles could keep a starting job, you know, you're right. You're not right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. I'm going to trade for Tyreek, accepting the big time because no one has spent his. You know what? Tyreek Hill he's. I think he's going to destroy us. I just have this bad feeling. Same with what's your name, the tight end. Yeah, it was quiet today. Meeting a big. I'm telling you, it's going to be a get right game. It's all right. Mahomes he got back into the game next week. He's fine. He's going to be fine. I 2-5. Come on, man. Come on, man. How tall are you? Okay, how tall I am? Let's see. Well, I'm pretty tall. Do you want my actual height or my college height? Because in college, I was 6'3". In actuality, I'm almost 6'1 1/4. I like the college height better. Why does it seem like the Giants play better out west? I don't know. I didn't think they did. Malik Willis is better than number 8. I agree, 100%. Draft Malik Willis and move DJ to running back. I thought we should move him to wide receiver. Daniel Jones or Dave Brown, neither. I want someone to say that Dave Brown is better than Phil Simms. Daniel Jones better than Phil Simms. Only numbers matter are wins. Giving me the break already. DJ has to go. Yeah, I don't know. Number 8 is tough. The only thing I like about him is his play style. No thanks, but number 8 is tough and tires hard, and that isn't special. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all. Malik Willis was sacked 4 times yesterday and still had 3 touchdowns. He knows how to play with a bat. Only thank you. Hence, why is the best fit for the Giants quarterback? Yes, thank you. Yes, Saeed, I just was watching the Knicks score. And how do you lose to the Magic? I mean, we just crushed them the day before, and we lose 110 to 104. It's going to be – someone's going to say it's fatigue. Still early in the season. Let's see. I'd make Jones one of the highest paid quarterbacks he deserves. Fire Judge and get him to keep Jones. Okie dokie. How do we lose the Magic? Right now, we need to find a right tackle like we did back in the day with Kareem McKenzie. After that, our long line. Kareem McKenzie was an underrated pickup from the Jets. He really was. How do we lose to the Magic? Well, we did. We did. This game was horrible. 3-5 in third. I know, Justin. I watched this game, and I was even at one point going, this is just terrible. I was like, this is just awful. You want the LT jersey. Not giving away the LT jersey. I'm not giving away. I just got it. I'm not giving it away. Not giving it away. Good night. Good win. Remember, Jones is great. No. Oh, wait. All right. Just for him. You know what? You're right. Because you know what? LT said it best.
Gentlemen, which brings me to my next point. Don't smoke crack.
That's all you have to say. Thank you, Zachary. Some people have a nerve to say no quarterback in the league would success with Giants more. It's just all about excuses. It's all good. Dave Brown, Danny Cannell, or Kerry Collins. I can't hit the side of a barn. Actually, Karen Collins was not bad. He led you to a Super Bowl. Danny Cannell went to the playoffs. And Dave Brown, for everyone that wants to give him crap, was 9-7 his first year starting under Dan Reeves. Just throwing that out there. But he's still a bad quarterback. Good fit quarterback for the Giants. He was a good fit for him. We needed him because we'd already had him, Kent Graham, and we were just down. We were just downhill. Malik Willis for the win. I know we're going for Malik Willis. 56, greatest defensive player, my favorite Giant of all time. I saw Lawrence Taylor play from the day he came into the league until the day he left. Terrence Ross scored more points than the Knicks in the fourth quarter. I didn't look at the game yet. Would you take Geno Smith over Daniel Jones? No, I would not. I'm going to go with that. Don't smoke crack unless you're playing my man. Wait a minute. Okay, that was a good one. Oh my God. I love when you guys come up with great comments. Why do you not believe in Jones? Have you watched him play? He's like a heartbeat. Boom, 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 boom. And then he's like in arrhythmia. That's called inconsistent. Sorry, I can't spend all the money on inconsistent. I am scared that the Giants win more games and are near at the bottom of the division. Eagles. Oh, yeah. I am actually concerned about the Eagles getting Malik Willis myself. Oh, Frank, thank you for the super chat. Those who do not know, all super chats go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Of course, that's after YouTube takes their cut. If you want the direct link, I can send you the direct link to do if you want to do a donation or if you want to do a reoccurring donation. Helps the kids out. You got the holidays coming up. And Frank, I greatly appreciate it. Well, while walking back to my car after the game, some ass was yelling at me and some other people, why aren't you happy the Giants won? Wow, Tim, I remember when I was 25 years old. Yeah, I know. You know what, Frank? It's a different age. It's a different thing. I'm going to go back into my day. It's, the respect for that the fans have for other fans has gone down greatly since we went into MetLife, and it's a younger fan base now, and they're less knowledgeable. And Frank, I don't want to get into that. Just like you back in the days when we weren't ballers. See, that was the thing. My day, you were brawlers. You have shit like that. Things went down. Things went down in the parking lot. Thank God I've matured. Just I don't have teeth on this side because I got hit in the mouth a couple times. Right now, another quarterback will score more than what number 8 is scoring because number 8 is amazing. He's amazing. Oh my God. Don't forget, Eli made bad plays really good. Eli Manning did, and a lot of people do not give him credit for that. Fan here since the late 70s. Well, welcome late. I know you're from the late 70s. Like I said, the first game I went to was the game when we opened up the Meadowlands against the Cowboys. No, I don't want that. I want to read that. Pro football jokis makes people stupider. It's a possibility. It is a possibility. Deion Jones' one-handed catch is the next 23 miles an hour. Hey, we got a bunch of comedians tonight on Sunday. I love the comedian show because some of these things really just crack me up. Jones has been inconsistent. Has been consistently inconsistent since college. Why do you think he's going to play better now? Because he's going to. He beat the Carolina Panthers that have dropped 4 games in a row and gave up an average of 30 points in 3 games. Sometimes my head hurts. Let's see here. Younger fans look at Pro Football Focus and say a bad player is good because he can compile stats and they don't. What's fun? What's interesting? Mark Schlereth, and I don't like him as an announcer, actually made a comment in the game about the Giants compiling stats at the end of the game, which I thought was actually very interesting. Yes, Saeed. Yes, Jeffrey. That was a good one from Saeed. I am happy we won, but reality is we are still not a good football. G-Force Music, you are 100% right. You are a smart fan. That's why you're here. Missed your better comment. Wait a minute. I missed your better comment. Dale Jones, a number is inconsistent and versus stellar teams, he disappears. You're right. Saeed, I write your comment because I can't go backwards here. I miss the old Meadowlands. I hate MetLife. I freaking hate MetLife, man. The old Meadowlands was a dump, but the whole thing shook. You had a home field advantage. You felt like you were, especially when you were sitting around the bowl, you felt like you were on the field. You could feel the energy in that stadium. It was just Sam Darnold stinks. Well, I hope that wasn't your comment. Well, let's see. Pro Football Focus and does one-handed catch better than OBG. I knew that. I was joking about that, Mike. I saw that one coming. Our O-line is gutless. Yeah, it is. I don't disagree. Here was your comment. Okay, Jones is consistent. He's consistently fools Giant fans into thinking he's good. Hey, oh my God. And next on Open Mic Night, who's the next contestant on Open Mic Night? I'm not really happy we won. It puts us in the worst spot in the draft. I don't know. Fans are excited over a pointless win. I don't know if any game is a pointless win. I think there's always a point to winning. I don't believe in tanking, but I also cannot get overexcited about a win against a team that is worse than us. And we still held them. We held them to 3 points, and they held us to 5 points going into the third quarter. Doesn't have the same punch when you're commenting the second time. Oh, well, I'm sorry, Saeed, that I missed it. I'm having a hard time reading tonight. You'll learn that when you get old. Yeah, I don't know if it's a sardine can. I don't know. Is it? I lost my mic there for a second. I don't think it's a sardine can. Pro Football Focus, we're all Hall of Famers. I'm actually a Hall of Famer of Pro Football Focus, and people don't know that. If Kenny, Tony, and Shep come back with Slayton, Pettis, Ross, Ingram, and the defense gets going on track, I say we can win. Okay. I don't, I'm not going to say no. I'm not going to say yes. Apparently, Pro Football Focus is upset because Jerry Rice said the company was trash on Instagram. He did? I didn't know that Jerry Rice said that. Good for you, Jerry Rice. Good for you. You need to score some points to win games. Can you really win games to be pointless? Yeah. Is that like a double entendre? One game at a time. You know what? One game at a time, one step at a time, one game at a time, and then you go from there. You go through the progression. I prefer the Meadowlands to MetLife. I missed the Brendan Byrne Arena. Oh, God, Brendan Byrne Arena. Those are older places as character. And not to be fair, Citi Field is a beautiful stadium. I'm a Yankee fan, but I have to admit, I don't like Citi Field. I've yet to catch a game at the new Yankee Stadium. I like Shea. Shea was built in the 60s. It was a concrete dump. Used to go to the upper rafters in the left field, and that thing would sway. It was awesome, man. It was like you went on an amusement park ride, and wanted to watch a baseball game, especially on windy nights. It was great. I see Dan Jones throwing 2 picks next week. I do see him doing that. I can see him do that. I can easily. MetLife just feels too corporate. You know, that's a good way to put it. It doesn't feel like the true Giants stadium. It feels like more of a Jets. You know, when you sit there in your chain, I've actually had the I don't know the honor, but I've actually watched them convert the stadium from a Jet stadium to a Giants stadium, and it's just not the same. It's not the same. It's just not the same. Worst track coach or anchovy? What's worse, track coach or anchovies on pizza? Anchovies on pizza. That's worse. And I don't want to hear anyone come up with pineapple either on pizza. You'll get banned. I already banned one person a day. Number one cause of male pattern balls is being changed. Hey-oh. Oh my God. Shea Stadium had character, but the upper deck felt like we're going to fall into the field. I know, I loved it, man. I used to love the upper deck left field line. You go all the way to the top in that corner, and you would literally think you were going to fall off and die. It was great, especially when you're a kid. If we were to just start over, like we find a new gym, get rid of DJ, and get a new head coach staff, would we be fair any better? Lots of friends and fellows are saying we should just start over. Would we be better? Possibly. If we drafted better, I think our biggest issues is not the fact of our drafts. A lot of times have not been the issue, and we did a video on this. Is not the issue. If you go back and actually look, a majority of the players over the last 5 years who aren't on the Giants are in the league still. That tells me that's an issue in reference to talent being cultivated. Notice how much has gone to the Giants, by the way, for them win. Even healthy at the beginning of the season, they couldn't win, but I don't know. Either way, the Giants seem like they're not good. They're not good. I'm not going to sit there and lie. They're not. New Yankee Stadium is nothing like home field advantage. Old Yankee Stadium, no teams, no longer intimidating coming to Yankee. Yeah, old Yankee Stadium was awesome. Like I said, I can't judge the new Yankee Stadium, but old Yankee Stadium was awesome. I hear the food though in the club is really good at Yankee Stadium. I do hear that. I love Yankee Stadium, but the new stadium doesn't have the character. It has nostalgia. I don't know. I have to go one day. Pineapple on pizza is a war crime. I hope it's not a war crime. That'd be bad. This game alone let Dave Gettleman and Dave Kleinman keep his job. For another week. For a week he has, I think. It's funny. That's where I watched the 86 and Super Bowl. Shea was the right field upper deck. You know, it's funny. I didn't get to go to the I didn't get to go to the 86 World Series. I did go to the playoff game. And we sat, like I said, we sat on the left sideline. We left on the side of the left field and the upper deck all the way in the corner, last row. I hear Joe Judge loves pineapple on his pizza. Oh, my goodness gracious. Giants were the Giants when we drafted D-line in the first round. We're gonna take a defensive tackle in the first round. I still like the Dexter Lawrence sack. I'm going to I'm going to show you guys the Dexter Lawrence sacks. I'm going to do the replay of it. He flipped up his arm, the guy fell down. And then he's dancing like he's doing the big sexy dance, and it's like, dude, you tripped somebody. You didn't sack. You literally took your arm and went, and then he fell down. Oh my God. Would you want the Giants to maybe try? I would love the Giants to get Deshaun Watson. I would love that, but they don't have the biggest problem with Deshaun Watson is his $4,960,000,000 contract. That's the biggest problem with Deshaun Watson right at this moment. He's untradeable to the Giants. The Giants don't have any cap space. We would have to get rid of 3/4. We have 43 men signed for next season, and we at $203 million against a projected cap anywhere of 206. I've said it before. Last time I checked, you need 53 men on a roster. Just throwing that out there. Dave should have been fired last week. He's still around. I'm down. I think he's not going to go unless there's a total implosion. I don't think he's going until the end of the season. We need 10 more. We need 10 more coaches. That would give us 33 coaches and 53 players. So you know what? We still have an unfair and uneven advantage. We need 53 coaches because you know what, that works great. And the Oscar performance, the best live stream goes to. Oh, thank you. I want to thank everyone in this room tonight. I feel the love. I want to thank God. I want to thank my wife and my son. I just love you all. Oh, that would have been better if I had the applause button. But I think I took the applause button out. I'm almost positive I did. Did I take the applause button out? I did take the applause button out. Because I changed it to
Hear ye, come one, come all, for it's the king of the covered sack.
I have to find my applause button again. I did take it out. I do have the crowd noise button. Oh my goodness. I got a lot of things here. I just look at and go, wow, we got a lot of sound effects. We have a lot of sound effects. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just looking at my sound effects going, wow, I'm awesome. I got all these sound effects. Giants are broken, spent the weapons on the quarterback. Yeah, we can't get Deshaun. I would love Deshaun Watson. I really would. We're not getting him. Now, Jeffrey, you don't want him just because you don't want him, or the Giants aren't going to get him because they can't get him? Because they can't get him. The Giants need to come back to New York. They don't belong in New Jersey. I mean, the Giants haven't played in New York since, oh my God. I don't remember. I think they were playing when they were building MetLife. I think, weren't they playing like in the Yale Bowl or something like that? I don't know if they're going to get him yet. Tua is not looking. I mean, they didn't win today, but Tua has not looked terrible. Plus, the Texans are going to asking 3 number 1s and 2 number 2s. I would give you that for Deshaun Watson, but we just don't have the cap space to do it. I see some people on Twitter saying it's time to give Daniel Jones a 5-year extension. I loved it because midway into year 2 of Saquon Barkley, people are like, we need to lock him up. We need to Ezekiel Elliott him and sign him. And I said, no. I said, you do not lock him up. And I gave the whole speech like I've given a million times. Even in year 5, he's going to be the 8th highest paid running back. You can also tag him in year 6. So you had at that point 4 years of contract control over who you think is your franchise running back. And then of course he gets hurt. I'm not going to say I was right. I'm not going to say it. Who takes up the most cap space? Right now, it's going to be Leonard Williams. He's going to take up the most cap space. Next season, he's going to take up the most cap space. Someone made the Giants an offer they can't refuse. They should. They should just give us Deshaun Watson. George built New Yankee Stadium for luxury boxes, not the character of the old Yankee Stadium, but the stadium that makes larger boxes makes money, so economics. Yeah, that's what it always is. It's always about the money. It's always about the money. Let's see here. Sucks. We went all with number 8 until Giants woke up and stopped. They're never going to wake up. And I don't know if they're ever going to wake up and stop this mess. I don't know. Jets should move to Newark and the Giants should love to Camden. That's still in New Jersey. It's still New Jersey. Malik Willis. Let's see here. Who's number 2 in the NFC East? I'm going to still go Washington. Because they can't afford Deshaun Watson. I'd love to get a talented Deshaun Watson quarterback. Maybe one day the Giants can. I miss having you know what? You got spoiled with Eli Manning. You got spoiled. As a franchise, who's better spot the Jets or the Giants? If Zach Wilson's the real deal, you got to go with the Jets. Malik Willis. I think you're overestimating the Chiefs. It's not the same Chiefs. Exactly. I'm 100% right. I'm not overestimating whatsoever. Not 100% right. I'm not. This is not the same Chiefs. What I am telling you is this is a get right game for the Chiefs. There are teams, and I've said this a million times before, there are teams that you have, like today I called this, basically the garbage bowl, the trash bowl. But there is a get right game for teams. And a lot of times the Giants are that get right team. I'm not saying they're going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm not saying they're going to be who they're going to be, but it's just a game you get right. Dominate quarterbacks, not just saying so. I can't be the position or wasting. We are wasting our time with Daniel Jones. No one's going to listen to us, Jeffrey. We're too smart for everyone else, except for the people in this room and everyone that subscribes. I got great subscribers. The Giants should buy up the land of my old Yankee Stadium. Is that a parking lot now? I thought they made that a parking lot. No team needs a franchise running back, but a good running back like Gallman was like. Gallman's biggest issue with Gallman was even last year, he does not have breakaway speed. You notice that when he got run down last year by Jamal Adams. He just doesn't have it. He's a grinder. Yeah, Williams is our biggest cap hit. League's better talent than number 8. I don't know, man. Malik Willis is just something. He's going to be something special. I can. He tore his PCL. I didn't know that. I saw he got hurt. Yes, we did. Eli could hang with the best quarterbacks of all time. Never can hang with the top quarterbacks today in the league. I didn't know he tore his PCL. Eli, you know what? Eli just does not get the respect that he deserves. No, he can't. Number 8 is outclassed by his peers. You're not wrong. The Giants will be leaving New Jersey and buy a plan by and build their own. Okay, I would do that. He can't hang with Taylor Heineke. Oh my goodness. I saw the Panthers are in talks to get Watson too. I wonder if those rumors are true. I don't know. I don't know the cap space of the Panthers. Whoever gets Deshaun Watson's going to have to he's going to have to extend him again and renegotiate that contract. What do we got in here? All right, hold on. I'm reading here. Fans are overestimating the Giants. The Chiefs are light years out of the Giants. We prove we are not the worst team in the league today. That's it. Oh, that's actually a very good comment. It's very true. I thought so. It's a parking lot. Oh, I thought it was a parking lot, Mike. Someone else told me it was a parking lot. I got a lot of Yankee friends. And someone else told me that. I actually think we should look for a running back in the 4th or 5th round this year. Yeah, I mean, we got Brightwell. He's doing so good, you're using Elijah Penny. Let's see. The old Yanks have now a multi-level shopping mall. I don't know that. The old Yankee Stadium is now Heritage Park Field. Was part of the Bronx Improvement Program. Wow, I did not know these things. I did not know these things at all. Really, that I did not know it was. It was so they made it into a park. That's that's actually very, 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 very interesting. Yeah, let's what do we got here? Running back out of Texas. Right? Yeah, running back out of Texas, short kid, like 5'10". He's got Heisman consideration right now. I know that. I mean, I would be down for that. Would get him in the later rounds. Why not? I mean, at least we could beat a bad team. USA. We can beat bad teams. I'm not making fun of you, Mark. I just think that's funny that we can beat bad teams. We've come to the point with Giant fans that we get excited that we can beat bad teams. If we had Watson, I do think if we had Watson, we would be better. Joe Burrow's offense ranked the same as our group, yet Burrow has 10 such. And you know what? A lot of people, Joe Burrow's offensive line wrecked him last year, and he was still having a better year. Great point. We're going to win Monday night. Well, we don't play Monday night. We play next Monday night. Sorry, Roy. Sorry, Roy. I apologize for that. I just thought that was funny. Joe Burrows is amazing. Yeah, I like Joe Burrows a lot. I think I do like that. I do like Joe Burrows. The Meadowlands Stadium cost $1.6 billion. $1.6 billion. Oh, yeah, it was a crazy amount what they spent on the Meadowlands. I forgot about that. I don't know why, but I think the Chiefs are going to run in a happy, hungry team. Just have a gut feeling. Defense might be turning the. You beat up on a Sam Darnold bad team without their star running back, who is basically their offense. If we beat Kansas City, then we can talk. You beat a New Orleans team with Jameis Winston, who wasn't the Tampa Jameis Winston, but he also wasn't the Jameis Winston from week 1. He was a game manager. Whoops. Let me see here. I saw. Wait, where are we? Oh, the linebacker from Bama, maybe in the 3rd round. Yeah, I could see that. He might even go a little bit higher. He could potentially go higher. Maybe because JB is better than DJ by a country mile. Yeah, you're not wrong. What's sad is some Giant fans are becoming so accepting of below average players. Wow, you know what? Okay, that is actually a great statement. You're right. I think that is the biggest issue right now. We got a lot of fans that are just happy for mediocrity. I don't know. I don't know what that's about. What happened to wanting to excel? I don't know. Whatever happened to that? Judge thinks his team has great practices each week because he plays against ourselves. That's true. Sir Joe Burrows at 17 touchdowns is winning tough division in his 2nd year. He's true, and you're right. The offensive line, and I'm shocked that the offensive line is playing as well as it is since they gave away Billy Price. Give one for me. Sam Darnold was hot garbage. He was hot garbage. And you know what? That's a slam against hot garbage. The score was 5-3 through the 3rd quarter. The Giants had the first half and second goal in the 1. They turned over on downs, finally snapped back to reality. Gene, you're right, but you know what? No one's gonna be logical about it. I'm at the art gallery. So nice. Rogers is back. Oh, that's cool. I like art. I like art. See, look, this is a very artistic mug. People always wonder why I don't care. This is my artistic mug. And then if you turn it over, it's giving you the middle finger. That's what I drink out of. It's my art. 2 bad teams, 1 win. Giants are still no talent team. You're not wrong. If the Giants had a quarterbacks in his name, they would QBs in his name, they would dominate. Okay. All right. I'm not sure about that. Crazy how every college quarterback is being compared to Joe Burrows now. We probably never see a guy like Burrows. I don't think we're going to see a guy for Burrows for a little bit, except for Malik Willis. JB, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase, man. You know, Jamar Chase had the drops in preseason. Nobody remembers that. That kid couldn't catch a cold. Now he's got the more receiving yards his rookie season than anyone ever in history of the league. He's crazy. No, the mug isn't see-through. What happens is I get the green screen going. So what happens is, see, so it happens is it looks like it's see-through because it's yellow. See, what I see on the blue. So that's why it's see-through. It's yellow. And that's got the Black Rifle logo on the back. Black Rifle coffee. Try it, love it. Let's see. Sam Darnold's a bust. Haven't had all of our quarterbacks Barkley dressed except for Baker. No. Josh Allen. Yeah, I don't think he's a bust. I don't. Rodgers to Brady. You know what? I think everyone would say it. I think everyone should know it. You're banned. You've been banned. Oh my God. So no, I already did that one. Let's see. Jones has a clear concussion protocol, but he clearly wasn't ready. Maybe the same for Mahomes. Mahomes is a different quarterback. I think Mahomes at 60% is still 100% better than Daniel Jones. Bengals are definitely they are a fun team to watch. Those guys, those in the Cardinals, man. Those guys in the Cardinals. Chase isn't my fantasy league. I hope you have him, man. Jones needs one more year because drafting a quarterback next year is a waste. You ever heard this guy called Malik Willis? I have a T-shirt that says "Fuck your feelings, Friday." Oh, I love this mug because I swear to God, this mug, and everyone always laughs, but this mug really just sums me up. I mean, it really does. It says "F your sensitivity." It's got the guy, the thing. I don't know if you can see it though. It's like on the bottom of the mug. Let's see here, the bottom of the mug there. Dun, 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 dun. When you're drinking, you're giving someone the middle finger. Someone said to me that just sums up your personality. Runaway rookie of the year. Well, it's because Kadarius Toney got hurt. I should be vamping dead air there. You're not supposed to have dead air. How you mentioned the 2008 trade, not mention Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. I don't know, but I think sometimes you forget. Sometimes people forget. It's okay. We're got an amazing Thursday night football game coming up. I know. I can't wait for that game. I am a huge Cards fan. I love everyone know that I was watching this channel knew what a big fan of Kyler Murray I was. And like I said, he's a midget. I mean, he's a little person. He's not a midget. He's a little person. I mean, I remember watching I watched the first game. My wife saw him first time his rookie season, and she was like, "Why is the ball boy playing?" I was like, "What are you talking about?" She goes, "That little guy. Who's the little guy?" Now my wife's 4'11", and she's calling Kyler Murray a little guy. I thought that, but he's proven everybody wrong. If the Giants hold the Chiefs under 25 points, I think, all right, yeah, I think we hold anyone under 25 points, especially like that. What is this? How do you like banning? How much you do like banning? I do love banning people. I just couldn't read today. I do love banning people. I love banning people. Come on, it's fun to ban people. Yes, Cooper Kupp has 800. Yes, he does. It's shocking. Mahomes boy has a turnover machine this year. League leads interception. He fumbles the machines as well. And yeah, and he's also won the Super Bowl and been the two of them. He's going to get a get right game. I'm telling you guys, I got this feeling. There's no gleam, but I got a feeling. Kyler Murray is John, I have to admit it. Kyler Murray is my favorite quarterback. He really is. He's like a Smurf who plays football. It's freaking awesome. And I told you the greatest play that I saw was against the Texans. He ran back, spun around, did a pirouette, threw the ball, completed it like 40 yards down the field, and the two linemen for the Texans ran into each other and both fell down and got hurt. I was like, oh, dear Lord. Remember, we should be 4-3. Yeah, and I shouldn't be this good looking, but you know what? Things sometimes don't happen. If the Giants don't get on the plane next week, maybe they'll have a chance. Oh, my goodness gracious. Football is one of the line of scrimmage. Everyone dovetails for these things. A good team has a solid indoor, great defensive lineman, offensive lineman. You build your team. Yeah, you do. Just my thoughts. It takes 53 men to win. It does take 53 men to win. It does. You need a full roster to build this. Let's see here. Do you think the Giants can honestly win against the Chiefs? No. I think if he's playing, I think if Mahomes is playing, no, the Giants, it's going to be a get right game. Frank, stop making these donations. But thank you. All super chats. Go to the Philadelphia Children's Hospital. Eli did not retire. I agree with that. Giants retired Ema. I believe Eli would have thrown 3 touchdowns today against Cardinals. You know what, Frank? I agree with you. Eli didn't retire. He didn't go out, I think, like the way he should have. But I do think it was time to move on from Eli, especially with this offensive line. I think last year could have been a better year with Eli under center. I really do that. But I do think that last year probably would have been his last season. But against a bad Carolina team, he would have put up some points. Eli always had the consistency of putting up points. And a lot of times the Giants played down to the level of their competition. And Eli, in a lot of ways, when he came in 2004 and going back into the 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 season, he helped the Giants kind of get out of that mode. Daniel Jones has proven he can be it's okay, Max. He could be a lot of things. But you throw over 300, you throw over 30 times, you barely crack 200 yards, and you have 1 touchdown against the team. And the score was basically the score was, what was the score basically? The score was 18-3 before they went for it on 4th and 16 on their own 23. It was a garbage touchdown. So the venerable guy had 1 touchdown drive. One touchdown drive. Daniel Jones does this, and I've said this a million times. He has one good drive a game, and it's maddening. Cooper Kupp is sad for his favorite target. He gets like 13 targets. I would throw the ball 13 times to my game as well. I would. Why not? Cooper Kupp, 5 touchdowns in 7 games. What's up, Alex? Have you ever spoken to Dave Gettleman? I spoke to Dave Gettleman twice. And I actually have pictures, and I posted it on a video. I was in the coach club, and I was on the field, and Dave Gettleman was sitting there talking. And this was Daniel Jones' rookie season. And he was actually very cordial because I yelled, "Dave!" And he actually walked over. I'm like, what the hell are you doing walking over to me? Go away. Don't talk to me. I don't want to talk to you. He was a really nice guy. I mean, it was a 15-second conversation. And then I talked to him. Oh, God. I talked to him the preseason before COVID. I got a chance to talk to him, and I got to talk to him for about a good 30, 40 seconds. But, I like Dave. I mean, as a person, he seems like a really nice guy. According to Fist Vegas, O-line didn't win games. Wide receivers win games. I don't know who that is. Sorry. Is he rolling the dice? That we got here. The league hasn't caught up to Mahomes. Problem is, it's true. It's going to be a get-right game, I'm telling you guys. Without Sammy, they have no consistent number 2, which is a problem, along with them ignoring the defense for years. Yeah, and Spagnuolo's scheme is very complex. He had the problem with the Giants. He had the same problem even when he was – it wasn't his scheme in St. Louis, but he had the same problem with the Giants, and he's just – it's just too complex of a scheme. He's got to shorten it up, and he's got to change some of his things. But it's always been that way. And the players have to buy into the scheme, because even the Super Bowl they won, I thought they would have lost. They would have lost on defense. Sam Darnold had his defense looking like the 86 Giants. Sam Darnold was just bad. I do agree that I think the concussion protocol is a joke. I agree 100%. Let's see. Against the first 4 weeks, number 1, 2, with Pettis, Slayton, and Ross as starting receivers, a battle line, Devontae Booker, and and if wishes and nuts were butts and whatever, blah, 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 blah. Good quarterbacks rise above their talent. Good quarterbacks make the people around them better. Let's look at the offense the last 3 games. You want to look at one game, and you want to say, and you don't want to look at the other 2 games he put up stinkers in a row. We don't look at those. We don't want to look at the interceptions. We don't look at the fumbles. We don't want to look at the 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and 8 fumbles. Yeah, it's a franchise guy after 7 games. Eli racked up 2 points in 2 minutes. Eli was a legend with that. People forget about that with Eli. Eli was Mr. 2 minute. He got that ball in the 2-minute drill. You knew he was going to score. Pat Shermer's first season, like I said, the Giants had the lead 5 times going into the 4th quarter with under 2 minutes left. That Eli Manning drove the ball down and gave them the chance for victory, and we lost 4 of those games. And of course, yes, one was on a 60-plus yard record-setting field goal, but we still lost those games. Oh, thank you, John. Daniel Jones has 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 8 fumbles. I guess that's fair enough for Giants play. Yeah, to me, that's the guy. That's the man. You throw over 30 times and you barely crack 200 yards. You're the man. What's your this is good. What's your favorite NFL stadium? I hate those occupied, but Jerry World is a palace. Ooh, my favorite stadium outside. I don't have a favorite stadium. Oh, wow. I don't have a favorite stadium. My favorite college stadium, I'll tell you, is Notre Dame. Notre Dame, man, you walk down to that field and then you sit there and you see touchdown Jesus standing just like this. I mean, it's like almost like it literally is a football cathedral. But do I have a favorite stadium? Tampa's really nice though. I do like Tampa. I would have to say Tampa. Tampa's also got some really good bratwurst. They got some really good food in Tampa in that stadium. And I also like the pirate ship. I thought the pirate ship was always cool. I do like Tampa. All right, I'm going to go with Tampa. I also have the feeling Chiefs, all that. Win, by the way. Raiders scare me way more. Yeah, the Raiders scare me more, but I do think it's going to be a get-right game for the Giants. I mean, for Kansas City. Even if it's for a week. Did you see the video of Rabbit getting it on? No, I didn't see it before the game. I didn't have much interest in the game. be honest, because after the first half, it was just so god awful. If the quarterback doesn't have time, no wide receiver nor can make the plays. O-line and D-line wins the game. Scrimmages were fun. All right, now why don't we? Who's going to talk about the 2011 Giants, who had one of the worst offensive lines that went to a Super Bowl? Someone always brings that one up. Giants played all 60 minutes. If the clock doesn't stop, and yes, I'm a Giant fan. The Giants playing all 60 minutes. We got to play 60 minutes of smash mouth football. Daniel Jones, 5 TDs, 4 interceptions, 7 games. Great stat line in the 60s. Honestly, in the 60s, that was not even a great stat line. You got to remember, you had people, you had Y.A. Tittle, you had people like Joe Namath, you still had Johnny Unitas, you still had guys putting up better stats than that. Let's see here. The Giants are the reverse Chiefs, and we have been ignoring the offensive and bolstering our defense, and now the defense is getting worse and our offense is getting exposed. Yeah, that's actually a great point. Sleep on the yeah, that's what I said. MK, sleep on the Chiefs and watch them hang. That's what I'm worried about. That's what I'm worried about right here. This is what I'm worried about. Giants are going to get cocky. Giants are going to get over arrogant, and then they're going to turn around, sleep on this team, and they're going to put up 70. 2-minute drill against Dallas. Oh my God, that was a play. That was a drive. The 2-minute in the divisional game. Oh God, Saeed, you are 100% right. That was a game. Yes. I do think it was a fluke. I do think it was a fluke. We're going to be ending this in about 2 minutes. I do think it's a fluke. I think Pat Sherman was smart enough to do what Jason Garrett's kind of been doing. Roll Daniel Jones out, limit its field, give him a deep option, give him 3 options, give him a short, a check down, a mid range, and then a deep ball, and limit the field for him. I think that's why he puts up the big numbers that first year. And most of his touchdowns came in 3 games. What's up, Wolfie? We're going to be checking out of here in a few minutes. Let's see here. You excuse giver. Stop. The Giants have best got a quarterback. Better get a quarterback. I agree. Yes, here, right there. Where was the one I saw about the garbage? Yeah, also has a couple garbage TDs. He does. Tell him, Tim. Don't have a good line too. They didn't have a good offline. They did not have a good O-line. All right, we're gonna lock this out in 3 minutes, guys, because I got a touchdown to Tuma. That was a good play. Let's see here. The Giant games we want the Giants to lose. The games we want the Giants to lose, they win. The game we want the Giants to win, they lose. Yes, yes, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What is this? Fizz Vegas is a clown. I thought he was in Vegas. He will tell you DJ will throw 11 touchdown passes every game. To each their own. I'm assuming he's a YouTuber. The NFL is a copycat league. Daniel Jones is new. Once the team figured out his numbers, then that's exactly what happened. Barkley is, I don't know when Tony's coming back. Barkley said they could play next week, but more than likely he's going to play against the Raiders. Someone said 3 to 4 weeks. I don't remember who said that. Don't know who said that. We all know this team is being blown up. Who is safe in next year's only? You also got to throw in Thomas. Daniel Jones on pace at 14 touchdowns at quarterback. Yeah, in a quarterback-friendly league. I said this a million times, Fernando. He should have won. He should have won the MVP in 2011. I've said that like a bazillion times. No one listens to me. Nobody listens to me. If we had a backup running back with speed, watch out. My dad used to tell me Giants use the halfback pass. They did with Frank Gifford, going way back in the day. You need a quarterback where he puts up points consistently down. Indeed, you know what, John? That's the best way to put it. You need someone that puts up. Someone that puts up the points consistently. Daniel Jones does not do that. Do you miss the Wayne train? I think he's a good backup. I think he's a good second. I think he's more of a grinder. I think, again, like I said, he got run down by Jamal Adams. It's proof he just doesn't have the speed to be a every down back. But as a third back, yeah, I like Wayne Gallman a lot. Why would you wait for Cooper Kidd? I think he's the best. Cooper, Cooper Manning may be the best. Not Cooper, Archie. Good night, guys. Good night, Joe. I'm going to sign this out too in a minute here. Whose jersey are you wearing? Well, this is going to be like the fashion show week. And Tim from Online Big Blue is wearing his Nike jersey from, I should say, jersey from Nike. It is LT, baby. LT. All right, last couple ones, and we're out of here. Yeah, Patrick Holmes is hurting. It will affect him next week against G-Man. Hopefully, we can hit him and get pressure on him. Chiefs aren't that good, but I'm telling you, it's going to be a get-right game. I know people don't want to hear it, but it's going to be a get-right game. All right, guys, we're going to close this out. We actually ran a little over because, I usually only like to go for an hour. Let's see. Oh, we got Lamar. Let's see. We got Daniel Jones. Daniel's home would be consistent if we got from the Eli Manning had what's 56 and 48? I don't know. What's 56 and 48? All right, now I got to wait to see what this joke was. What's 56 and 48? Let's see here. Kenny O'Brien put up 500 yards playing against Dan Marino. DJ put up 200 yards on 30 attempts. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Number 8. Hey-o. Oh, my God. All right. We're going to end it on that. We need to cut Joan Rivers and asking what you're wearing. I'm wearing Joe Jacobana. All right, guys, we're going to end it for tonight. I hope everyone has a great evening. We'll have a video out tomorrow. We're going to have a Nick video out probably in the next couple of days. It's been fun. It's been another good stream, another great bunch of subscribers, guys, friends, girls, whatever we got out there. I appreciate you guys taking the time to always stop in and have a good time, chat with me, because I do enjoy it. Stay safe out there, everyone. Have a good time. So make sure you watch out for each other. We're all Giant fans still. Good night, Frank. Good night, Lamar. Good night, Mr. Logic's finest. And we'll see you next stream. Will probably be, I don't know, Friday. We'll see. Have a good night, everyone. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys all stopping in, and I appreciate you being Giant fans, and I appreciate Jeffrey. Peace to you too, my friend. Peace out, everyone. I hope everyone has a good night. Night, Davey. Good night. And you know what? We will see you. I'm going to stay off Twitter, and I'm going to stay off to Jerry. Good night as well. Glad you were able to stop in. Sorry about Will Hernandez. And you know what, guys? We're going to lock it down from there and have yourself a good night and a good evening. And we'll probably see you towards the end of the week, but we will have our videos out daily. Oh, yeah. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Oh, yeah. Like the video. See you later, Saeed. Good night, everyone.